Now, a new report shows that the UK is leading in making a third of the technologies needed to reach net zero. With a global race to net zero, how can the UK harness these green industries in a way that it can reach both its own target goals as well as boost the country's broader economy? Let's listen to our economics and data correspondent's editor's report, Ed Conway.
This is an underwater work-class ROV. It has cameras and lamps here, so you can get visuals of what's going on in front of you.
This time next year, this type of machine could be underwater, helping install the next generation of wind turbines. The question is, how many of those turbines will actually be made in Britain? Up until now, they haven't been.
There's an enormous opportunity going forwards as the turbines get larger, and then we move out to floating offshore wind, and that really plays to our expertise that we've developed in the oil and gas industry as we go deeper in these remotely operated technology.
But that brings us to the big question as we push towards net zero. How much of this green power tech will the UK be making, and how much will it have to buy in from overseas? That's the question posed by a new report from the left-leaning think tank IPPR, which argues that this is also an opportunity to turn around a long-running trend. Now, you probably already knew the UK has deindustrialised really quickly. Did you know how fast, though? This is giving you a sense of manufacturing strength across the rest of the G7, so the rest of the rich world. And you can see it's kind of gone up and up more or less over the last few years. Look at the UK now. So that red line is the UK, and you see we are really out of whack. We have fallen, we've deindustrialised, our specialisms have got less. But here's the thing, this report is also saying there's some good news here. There are some areas where we can compete. This is showing you our competitiveness in various different sectors, from wind through to other renewables. The higher that is, the better they are. So you see, not necessarily over there. We can't compete very easily over there. But look at this. With these areas, I'll paint them red. Wind, green transport, heat pumps. The lesson here is the UK can genuinely be globally competitive. And that matters because there are jobs to be created here, or at least so says everyone else.
There's a race towards net zero. The US, Europe, China are all fighting it out for this investment. Companies need to know that the UK is the place to go. So one of the things that we need is a real industrial strategy.
Right now, China is utterly dominant in electric car manufacture. But this week, US President Joe Biden is fighting back, imposing fresh tariffs on Chinese imports.
A 100% tariff on electric vehicles made in China, 25% tariff on electric vehicle batteries, and 25% tariff on critical minerals that make those batteries.
Britain doesn't have the economic might of America, but it does have a chance of competing on at least some of this technology. The IPPR report a first effort to answer the question, which technology? Ed Conway, Sky News.